Listening to Island Radio, Pizza Pie Presents. It's 6 o'clock. Oh, it's 6:01. We'll have a few guests scheduled up here, so we're just going to go through some Canadian music till we get all set up here. And we'll do an intro to our surprise guest, which we've put all over social media. Just hang in there, we'll be with you. Here we are, folks. We're here. We're here at 101.3 FM. And we've got our guests, but my co-host is going to do the introduction here, and it's Wayne Riley. And so Wayne has a bit of a cold, so you might not recognize his voice.
You may not recognize me today. This voice is a little lower than normal.
It sounds a little nasal.
We have Steve G. I'm not sure what your full name is, but you can tell me in a minute.
Okay.
And Steve G is an Army vet. I'm an Army vet or Armed Forces vet.
Yeah.
And
very
he's
supportive of the Army.
Very much.
Community.
Yeah. And he's also, we'll talk about that a little bit, and he's also a singer, musician, and a person who cares deeply for people in this community. So Steve G is here, and Steve, if you could just tell us a little bit about yourself, because we're going to get you to do some music. Cool. We're going to get you to play guitar. We're going to get you to play some of the songs that you have on Spotify, Facebook, YouTube, all those channels.
Cool.
And we're going to have you talk about your experiences as a vet and your stuff in Kingston.
And he's going to tell us what the G stands for.
And it's interesting because Steve, you just live right across from the station here, so that was cool when we.
If it wasn't raining, he would have walked to it.
Absolutely, that's 100% it. Well, listen, first of all, guys, thanks so much for having me. And Wayne, you've already sort of alluded to our time out, but from the time that we've been interacting there, I mean, such a great music community here, and I've been looking forward to coming here and chatting with you guys for sure. So very thankful you guys invited me to come. Yeah, so Steve G. My last name is Giberson.
Oh, there you go. And it's just too hard for people to say.
I spent my
Is it
whole
Giberson or Giberson?
It's Giberson, yeah. And my whole Army career, of course, it would always be mispronounced. And I mean, a lot of names.
They didn't call you Gomer, did they?
There were a variety. Of things. We could probably do a whole show on alternate names. But so I mean, over time, it was folks would pronounce it Giberson, and I didn't, there was no untowardness with that or whatever. But then they would end up starting to spell it with two B's. So that would become problematic at some point, particularly in formal paperwork or whatever. So I would start correcting. But yeah, so most of my friends would just call me Steve. But if it was, Stevie G was a common thing.
Steve G's cool, eh? Like Steve, did you see Steve G? Was he ever good? Gee, I wish you could play with Steve G.
We had the same kind of thing with Michael Myers, who was here. He put an initial in between because people are trying to confuse him with Michael Myers.
Yeah, exactly. Well, there you go. And there's a name you definitely want to be unique of for sure. Yeah. So
tell us a bit about yourself, Steve. Like what you live here in Bath?
I do. Since 2007, I have. So again,
I used to live down the road from you. You used to sit on your porch and play guitar.
And I still do. When the good weather comes back, you'll find me back on the porch. Yeah. So there's no change to that. But I was born and raised in the woods in New Brunswick. Joined the Army when I was 20.
You like French fries and gravy?
Yeah, absolutely. Joined the Army when I was 20. Came to military college and spent 26 years in the regular Army. And in 2017, 2007, I was posted here to Kingston. And bought the house that I live in now here in Bath, and have been lucky enough to keep it since, despite the fact having 4 moves since then.
Military guys.
Yeah. But I was lucky. I got to work in Trenton for 7 years.
Were you ever in Petawawa?
Yeah, well, that was my home base. So
I lived at 3371 Brock Square.
I lived in Petawawa too.
Oh,
I can't remember. I lived also in Fort Henry Heights. I remember 17A Normandy Crescent.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Phone number was 4 numbers.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm home.
Army brats.
Technically, Petawawa was my home base, I guess. So I was posted to the Royal Canadian Dragoons as an armor officer in 1996.
So if you went to RMC,
Yeah.
which I assume they mean you must have been an officer then
Correct.
in the Armed Forces.
Correct, yeah. I retired as a substantive major. I was a lieutenant colonel acting for a deployment to the Middle East, but yeah, my substantive rank when I left was major.
Nice.
So what got you into music itself?
Hello, yeah.
Yeah, in fact, I always loved music, but I wasn't never played much of it. Although I was a drummer, I had some friends. I was an Army cadet when I was a teenager, and a couple of my friends played drums. So I got hanging out with them and learned to play drums from the time I was 15. But I never really got into it. I never played in bands or any of that kind of stuff. Would play pickup whenever I can, but I never picked up the guitar till I was 30, and that became along. If around in the military, a lot of folks in the military do play instruments,
Right.
and a lot of the Army in particular come from the East Coast. It's because it's kind of like, hey, either seasonal work or join the military. So a lot of Maritimers do join the military, and Maritimers are kind of known for the music. So I just kind of was around it a lot. And then in 2003, I was deployed to Bosnia, and drums are not a solo instrument. You can't easily pack them up.
Yeah.
So I decided to pick up the guitar. So I got a guitar and
Little
took
Johnny Cash in you then.
Yeah,
It's that
I
same
took-
kind of story he would be telling us. Yeah.
Yeah, I took it with me and took a songbook with me and started learning the songs. About 4 months into it, we had there's kind of like a USO. If you watch American media and war movies and stuff like that, you'll know them as the USO tours, like Bob Hope and different stuff like that. Canada does a similar thing with PS a program called PSP, and they bring show tours where Canadian forces are.
Right.
So that's when I first met a Canadian artist named Julian Austin. He happens to be from New Brunswick as well.
Oh, right.
So we hit it off.
You might even be
and-
related.
Yeah. Well, yeah. We've gone over the family trees. I don't think we are.
Yeah.
But yeah, we definitely hit it off very well, and we kept a good relationship. And I started kind of dabbling in the living room, writing songs, and bounced some stuff off him, and we ended up doing a song together.
Oh, that's
later
cool.
on. So yeah, that kind of
Pleasant history. Yeah.
what took me down the rabbit hole, I guess, so to speak, was
Yeah.
lonely deployments.
Now all your spare time is playing guitar.
Absolutely, yeah. No, I say when I can make money, when I can make music pay for itself, I won't work anymore.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Well, we're just joined with our good friend Craig,
Oh, yeah. We have a pianist came in here.
I love it.
Mr. Keyboards.
He's going to become our double co-host. But
Yeah.
Are you going to talk this time? No. Oh,
He's going to sit in. Last time we got him to talk later
Yeah,
on,
we'll
so
get him to talk,
maybe you can convince
This is
him
a
later.
circle. Every
Steve.
time anybody comes to this radio station, just so the audience understands, we're sitting around like a knight's table. It's a
Yeah.
round table of friends.
It's perfect.
And it's really comfortable, and we have a recording studio. And so I had the privilege of playing a few songs with you too, because you host the timeout at the. It's called the timeout.
Open mic at the time.
Yeah, open mic, and that's when.
It's on Sunday nights at 7 p.m.
Yeah,
every week.
I had the privilege of playing with a few guys before you did your thing, so it was a nice setting there. So,
Yeah, it's beautiful.
So we'll just give a plug for that at the same time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, Steve's there every Sunday from 7 till 10, and we played yesterday there, and from 4 to 7. Dave actually got up and did a few songs with
We
us.
sure did.
That was fun.
I got in just in time to catch them.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
And
I did a solo a little too long.
when we were
so-
leaving, packing up, and you guys are starting to, it looked like the place was filling up. You must have had a big crowd last night. To say,
We did. We did have a great crowd. We had about, I think, eight or nine, our acts, that wanted to play.
So people can bring their fiddle, they can bring their guitar.
Yeah, you can bring anything you want. Yeah.
Yeah. So
My good friend Derek was there last night.
Yeah.
He's always good. He always does good stuff.
Yeah.
Derek McAllister.
Derek is he's so smooth. I love his music, and I said, you can put that guy in a corner and just let him play for days.
Yeah. We had him on the show about a month ago. Yeah.
So what do you
he's
have?
really
What do you have for us today, my friend?
Well,
We could start off with something right now.
sure. You know what? We've been talking about veterans and all that kind of stuff. So how about we kick off with the lead song off my independent album? The album's called Bar and a Half, and you can stream it everywhere you stream music. But it's called Revolution. It's a bit of a Canadian theme if you're Up for that.
You press play and I'll bring it up and we'll fade out. So.
Okay, we should be good.
So whenever you're ready, I'll bring it in.
It's playing here. If it's
There we go. I can hear it. So that means I'm going to crank us out.
okay.
We're not going to make so many mistakes tonight.
Yeah, we got a professional with us.
Don't have pigeons. Now we're a land of apathy. I don't think that's true. Or it's who we won't be. Remember how we held all those landings in 44, and we forgot about Korea. Told ourselves peacekeeping wasn't war. Well, it's time this country found its absolution. Stood behind the boys to bring the noise of a red revolution. Yeah, red's the color of a maple leaf that flies over our hill. It shows the passion of our belief, the strength of our will. In a world that's going straight to hell, we can be part of the solution. So dress up your pride, go with the tide of the red revolution. They would take their sons and daughters, send them so far from home. Sometimes they get the feeling they are all alone. In the darkness they hear all the angels call, praying that the good Lord doesn't let them fall. Back them up across this land till little girls found the solution. Take a sea of red to the Capitol and ignite a revolution. Yeah, red's the color of a maple leaf that flies over our hill. It shows the passion of our belief, the strength of our will. In a world that's going straight to hell, we can be part of the solution. So dress up your pride, go with the tide of a red revolution. Now every Friday we can show our pride, keep up the evolution. Show this country we're on their side. Join a red revolution.
That's a
right,
beauty
all right,
song,
that's-
Steve.
yeah.
Wow, nice voice.
Yeah, that's
Thank
pretty
you.
Cool.
What
That's pretty cool.
and what an arrangement that was. Wow.
Yeah, I have to give all the arrangement to the producer, a man named John Thiel out in Calgary. So I went out to Calgary.
Was he the
did
guy
my-
playing the guitar?
He was the guy
Okay,
playing
yeah.
the guitar. too,
How did you know that,
absolutely.
Dave?
I was just curious
Yeah.
because the producer doesn't necessarily play the guitar.
No, but John is a master. So John happens to be Julian Austin's guitarist as well. So he does production on the side.
A lot of fingering going on in there.
Yeah, and he's a brilliant guitarist. Yeah, so it was good stuff. I was
Yeah.
happy to have
That's a
him.
fast-paced song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was. We wanted to hit it that way. We wanted to be, in this time and age too. Like I'm really interested in doing, Canadian, music. I mean, in my life of service to Canada too. I want to embed all of that in it and say, hey, we got a good thing going here. Hey, let's not screw it up.
There's a bit of O Canada in
and
there.
celebrate it.
There's a bit of O Canada in there.
Yeah, absolutely. That's how the it ends with the bars of O Canada.
Yeah, nice. Did you have any local musicians like do it? Put some tracks down and send them to you out there and that kind of thing. Or?
So everything was done in the studio with studio musicians right there in Calgary. Some of the best folks in country music in Canada today were doing it. And a guy named Joey on the drums. The bassist for the Roadhammers, Chris Byrne, actually was the bassist for it.
Nice.
And we've there was some other songs that I've got like some great keys on, and we even brought an accordion. We've got a church organ,
cool.
So it was just a fantastic experience. And I mean, me coming at it, I had no idea. Like I had not done anything professionally in my life, and I had all these songs, and this is kind of just post-pandemic, and I was like, what am I going to do with these? They can be living room, I could sing them around, open mics or whatever. But I said, well, I think, I've listened to music a lot, and I think I can write, as good as anything I hear on the radio today. So the rest of it is, again, putting professionals around me that know what they're doing. So that's what I attempted to do. So I said, let's go do something that brings the production value up to a certain point and start sort of shopping things around.
And on your CD, you have how many tracks are on your?
There's
first
10.
CD? And what is this CD called?
So it's called Bar and a Half.
And is it available anywhere around town?
So in hard copy, I didn't actually print CDs. I had a choice. I wasn't sure which way to go, and whether it's CD. So I did vinyl actually.
Did you? Nice.
Yeah. So I do have vinyl available. You can order it off my website. My website is www.mapleleaflyrics.com. And
I wonder why it's Maple Leaf.
and it has nothing to do with the hockey game.
That's probably a good thing.
Another Canadian.
At this time of the year.
Everything about So I went Maple Leaf to for the maple leaf that was on my shoulder.
You should
for
write a song called
30
Maple
years.
Syrup. Yeah.
Maybe.
That's a good-
My uncle does syrup actually back in New Brunswick. So I could probably
Maple
make
Syrup
something out of
Gold.
that.
What's the famous fishing river in New Brunswick?
Miramichi is the
Miramichi,
well-known
have
one.
you ever fished that for trout?
Yeah, I have. A lot of people go there more for salmon than they do
do
trout.
they?
So
Okay.
Miramichi, there's an off river. So I grew up on a river called the Tobic, which is very good for trout fishing. So I used to trout fish right off our back property. Yeah. So it's still, if I get a chance now, I'm lucky enough. My parents are still alive. I get a chance to go back in the spring or summer. We'll try to go fishing with Dad
Nice.
for an afternoon. And,
Nice.
yeah, catch a few trout. And cook
So
them
you've
up.
got about 12 cuts on your CD.
Yep.
And we probably should listen to another one, at
Sure.
least another one, maybe two more. But let's. What else would be on there that
Well,
you think could be of interest?
Are you considering yourself a country folk?
Yeah.
What would you label yourself?
Country is what I gravitate to. So when I kind of 3-chord bash it out in the living room, it's definitely a country song.
Right.
But being a writer, I as I tell the producers, I really don't care. If there's someone who wants to take my song and rap it, I really don't care. I won't do it, but absolutely.
Well, it's appropriate, Steve,
yeah,
because like if you're in the music world,
Yeah.
like our term for playing 3 chords and 3 open chords or 3 or 4 in a song is
Yeah.
playing cowboy chords.
That's exactly
so
what I do,
you
yeah.
might as well be playing
Yeah.
country music, right?
Yeah, that's what I do. All right, I'll pick one off the list here. So this one's particularly special to my heart. It'll be more reflective, I guess, of kind of the Maritimes. Coming through the pandemic, I mean, we were all very grateful, particularly for the frontline, healthcare workers. So I wrote a song. We call them nurses. Nurses are particularly, sort of close to me. I've got nurses in my family. My current partner in life is a nurse, so wrote this song called We Call Them Nurses, and it's got a very maritime eclectic to it. So we'll say thank you to, and if you're a healthcare worker out there, I couldn't fit everything in the song. So it's titled We Call Them Nurses, but if you are a healthcare worker, this is actually for you.
Oh, you don't want to rewrite it.
Well,
You might have to someday.
so here we go.
Oh, I like that beginning. That certainly has the old country.
Yeah, it's accordion too.
Yeah, the old hometown
squeeze
sound.
box.
Here we go.
In 1854, a nightingale from heaven came down to heal the wounds of war. Since then, down through history, they stood against the odds, relieving minds of misery and ushering souls to God. They eased the body's suffering with the medicine they learned. They manned a heart with just a smile while the midnight candle burns. God looked down on his creation, saw it suffering. He sent his angels to walk among us. We call them nurses. Delivery room to our last bed, you always find them there. God's very love personified in their tender love and care. Battlefields to a hospital ward, they hold the hands of the departed and the newborn. In this world of suffering, God saw we needed to know He cares. He sent His angels to walk among us. We called them nurses. God looked down at His creation, saw it suffering, sent His angels to walk among us. We called them nurses. Yes, God looked down at His creation, saw it suffering. He sent His angels to walk among us. We call them nurses.
Oh, that's tricky. That's tricky. Your songs have a. Sometimes we don't know whether it's in or not. You gotta.
That's another great tune. Yeah.
Yeah, you have
right
a-
off
yeah.
your CD called
Bar and a half.
Bar and a Half.
So the background there is because I'm such a living room writer. I mean, I brought no structure to it, which of course when I went to the studio with the producer and my bassist, who comes with me a lot, he puts structure to my stuff, and he's the one to come up with that. Is like, yeah, because every time I play, you guys talk about, is the song stopping or not? Well, what they had to deal with when I first, we were charting out the songs, was the producer was like, okay, do you have a rhythm here? So it was kind of like there's always an extra half bar was basically the running joke. We settled on calling the album Bar and a Half. And
see, I was thinking alcohol.
No, it's all
could be anything, right?
It is all musical.
That's the skill that all musicians, guitar players in particular, have to get used to, is doing the bars, the 12 bars, and getting them right. And again, 15 years of just playing my own guitar in the living room, or even for others around a campfire or whatever, easy days, right? Yeah.
But as soon as you start playing with someone else, we need something to mark ourselves.
That's why when you listen to the really old blues from the 20s and 30s, and you hear these guys playing, what was the name? Lojack or Lomax recorded all these guys in the Mississippi Valley and all that in the States, and they're all single players, and they never played 12-bar blues. They played like 15.5-bar blues, or 16 3/4 blues. Like, they didn't have anyone to play with, so they just, if the guitar strum worked with the way they were singing a song or a set of lyrics, they played it.
Absolutely, yeah.
But we're caught now in a thing, especially in blues and country music, where it's sort of standard. You do 8 bars, you do 4 bars, you do 8 bars, you do 4, 2. But they didn't care about that. They did 3, 1.5.
However the spirit moved
you.
So
maybe you've got a little bit of that spirit in you, and who knows?
Well, I might have, because I have no training. So that's the issue.
You're training yourself every day.
Yeah.
Have you ever considered having a female vocalist to join you in any of your songs?
I have.
Yeah.
So I've written a song specifically designed to be a duet.
That's good.
And it's on this album, Bar and a Half as well. And at the same time, so I've recorded it myself, and I didn't have any female in the studio, but I sent it out and had a male and female vocalist do it, and I do really like it, how it comes across.
So inhaling helium didn't really work when you were
no. So yes, and I do have a song that is specifically from a female's perspective, and I'm working on that too.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Well, you have a new single that's just been released a while ago,
yes,
along
indeed.
with a video for that single.
Yes.
And I know a little bit about it because I met the fellow who stars in the video at a benefit that you did back in December, late December.
Yep.
And it was a benefit for, I'm not sure exactly.
We did a few. Ryandale House was the primary one, but we ended up supporting a few of the different sort of home charities that needed to be.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I was watching that, and I had the impression that it was almost documentary type. So this guy was really this was not an actor. Was it an actor?
No, he's not. No. He's the audience. Kevin Smith is his name, and he's the inspiration for the song.
It looked like it had a really nice documentary feel to it.
Yeah, you can thank a compatriot Wayne Benjamin, who does the SAID projects here in the afternoons, Thursday afternoons, I believe, here on the radio. He's the one who did that video for me, and outstanding work. Yeah, I can't.
I saw the video too.
I like by the tracks for some reason. I don't know why. I just like that when the train goes by.
I live down there. I live near the tracks from Kingston when they had their real tracks.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, like we lived in the North End, and Anyway, I met Kevin Smith. He's a really nice guy, and I've seen him since then at a couple of jams maybe as well.
Yeah, he pops out to Time Out occasionally. Yeah. He knows I'm there every week, so he might touch base with me. He still sort of is very engaged in what the song is doing, and it's very, very close to him, and he's been very good in terms of getting it out to that community, in terms of the the people supporting the various organizations that are involved in homeless initiatives and that kind of stuff. So he's been very good as being the face of that whole project in that
Fantastic.
region.
So we're going to hear that one now.
Yeah, we're gonna. Let's hear that. The single. What is the single?
So it's called "Fighting Off the Cold."
Fighting Off the Cold. Yes.
Yeah, and it's going to be on a new album. I think we're going to title the album "Ordinary Man," but I've just recently entered a partnership with Radar Love Records in Toronto, and so that will elevate my next level of professionalism. So instead of me just doing an independent thing, I'm going to work with Radar Love Records, and we're in the process of it now. And this is the first single off that album called "Fighting Off the Cold."
I'm 27 living in shelters on the streets, fighting a 10-year war with PTSD. I'm sure you got your thoughts about how I got here. Give me some time and I'll walk you through my fear. You may think it's easy to put me in a mold, but I'm just out here fighting off the cold. When your mind goes numb, you start thinking of the reasons you're here and what you've done. I ain't proud to say I've done every drug known, just trying to find that shadow that I can call home. When you're chasing that dragon, Lord, it makes you feel bold, but in the end all I'm doing is fighting off the cold. Scrounging on the street with my clothes all dirty, just staving off defeat. The heat of the summer comes to burn me down. I hope for the rain to come, wash away this town. When the winter comes round, I stand in the bed of snow, seek for anything that'll help me. I can't let go. I'm fighting off the cold. Sometimes you get burned. All I can be is grateful for the lessons learned. We want something for nothing with our dreams on hold, but nothing is something when you're fighting off the cold. Fighting off the cold.
And we're back. That was beautiful. I like that. As was when we were off air there, the PTSD line just really sets it from the beginning for me anyway, because I started relating all the other lyrics to that opening line.
Of course. Yeah. No, that's exactly it. And it was. Again, the story that Kevin brought to me, I was able to take and make those lines out of it. And I mean, but every line of that song is, you know, a lived experience of Kevin, you know, and knowing Kevin, that, you know, that personifies it for me. I mean, we all you know, you can be told a tragic story, and of course, you know, we empathize with it as human beings. But until, you know someone, you know, it's in your family, it's no matter, I mean, we could be talking about sickness, tragedy, whatever it is, right? But, so, I mean, I grew up privileged enough to not have that as an experience in my life. I didn't know anybody who, you know, had to worry about being housed for a night or whatever. And knowing Kevin has made that, you know, personal to me.
Homelessness. If I, you know, I've been in Kingston for a long time, since 1967, and I lived in town for a few times, and what I have noticed that we have a lot, just about every corner there's someone and they basically own their corner. Yeah. And a lot of people are walking by with blinders on. You know, they don't want to look at them in the eye. Yeah. They don't want to. You know, they think that they're lazy. Yeah. They, you know, all these different stereotypes. You know, so it's a good song. Yeah. And, how does anybody see that video if they want to see that?
So it's everywhere. It's YouTube is the easiest place to go.
How would they Google that on YouTube if I want to find that?
Yeah, Fighting Off the Cold, Steve G.
Okay, Fighting Off the Cold, and that should come up on YouTube? Okay.
Yeah.
We don't carry around money with us very often anymore. We often just use credit cards and so on. Yeah, but what I started to do is put money in my pocket, change like quarters, loonies, and stuff like that. And then when I go downtown, walk downtown, because I live near there, I have change to give to the people who are looking for a little hand up. And so that would be a good idea for people to think about, you know, just bring some extra change when you walk downtown and help a person here or there. Steve, that was a great song. I guess not only does Steve does he do CDs and singles and videos, but he also performs live. And I know he does some stuff at Time Out. And where are some other places you play, Steve?
I'll play where anybody has me, actually. I think I've been around several spots here in Kingston and out here in the village. I've been to Beachside Barbecue a lot. I've been to
They have an open
Spearhead.
stage on Sundays. I guess.
Yeah.
Nice.
I've done, obviously, Pizza Pie.
Oh, yeah, I've been there. Filmed you there.
Songwriter nights.
Yeah. Were you there for the songwriting
I did one.
Yeah, he did one. We have a video of him there.
And nice. I did, when I first, we did kind of a whole 3-song package where we did some video work, and when you first kicked off.
Yeah.
Well, let's see if we can get you to do one of your songs live, or maybe 2 if we have time.
That's right. Well, here we go. Everyone out there, there's a great connection with dogs and country music. So this is just a living room campfire ditty that says, "My dog loves country music."
All country songs are about dogs, aren't they?
That's right. It's either the dog or the girl, man.
Yeah, that's right.
Or both.
Yeah.
I was headed west on Highway 2, just my dog and me. He was in the backseat of my GMC. Hank was mourning out the lovesick blues, and up ahead in my headlights, kid came in view. Gratefully he climbed in my cab, saw him wince at Hank's voice. Guess he wasn't down with that. He said, "Mister, there's something wrong with your radio." That old Red, he just bared his teeth and growled when he asked, "Does it play rock and roll?" I said, "My dog loves country music. It helps with our despair. Every time Hank sings blues, Red's howls fill the air. Well, he knows how much I'm missing her, and all the love we share. Yeah, my dog loves country music. It's best to leave gospel according to Hank. Well, he speaks to all our fear. We used to run in the park, play with ball. Now we just cruise these old back roads, cry about it all. Yeah, my dog loves country music, helps with our despair. Every time Hank sings blues, Red's house fills the air. Well, he knows how much I'm missing her, all the love we share. Yeah, my dog loves country music, it's best to leave the dial right there. I said, son, my dog loves country music, so if you don't like it, can I drop you anywhere?
Alrighty. Alright. Nice. Love that ending.
Yeah, it's just a little fun scene. I enjoy trying to come up with some stuff.
I think
little lamenting kind of sound.
Yeah.
if it doesn't work, I'll just plug it to my phone.
It's all country, that's for sure.
You know the song, your homeless song.
Yeah.
It had a bit of a Lightfooty feel to it.
Yes, it's interesting you say that.
It had a bit of that feel of Lightfoot to it. So
Yeah.
yeah.
No, that's it's interesting you say that. As it was coming out of through production, the production producer Michael Hansen, he actually commented on that. And
which is it's not an insult.
No, not at all.
I just had that feel for it, you know.
No,
so.
Well, like I said, I really am trying to be Canadian.
Yeah, it does have that
with my music. I think that's important these days, and the same way that we talk about supporting local music, local food,
right. Local styles,
all the stuff that's going on these days, and just that withdrawal and say, hey, you know what? Like, we don't need the big shiny stuff. No. Like, we got it pretty good here, and you know what we can do with each other, support each other. Like, we got a good ecosystem here, so let's support each other.
Yeah, it's good. It just it had that Halifaxy kind of thing to it.
Yeah. We have about 5 minutes before we have to wrap it up, and I really want to hear Steve do one more song.
Yeah, and I'm going to take that song and play it for my dog.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You can. It's on my YouTube channel, Maple Leaf Lyrics YouTube channel.
Yeah.
You can find it there.
So you have one more for us, Steve.
All right. Well, we talked about the fact that I picked up guitar late in life, so I wrote a song, and it may or may not be the true story of how I learned to play, but I called it "How I Learned to Play." The young man came up to me just the other day. Said, "Man, I heard you picking, and I love the way you play. I'd sure like to bend those strings all the way you do. Would you take time, show me the music from your point of view?" I said, "Son, I got this rhythm from a broken heart. I learned 3 chords a day, and I picked up this old guitar, and I've had nothing but time to practice since she went away. And that's the true story, how I learned to play. Yes, there was a time when I held her tight, and it seemed she could be mine, oh, for all my life.
said, son, I'm grateful for your time and the words you had to say. Don't take it wrong when I wish you well in love, and that you never have to learn to play.
Oh wow, that's I like the way you're talking on that one.
That's old school, man.
Yeah, the old talking on the.
It's
on
like
the way out. Yeah.
like little baby, our big bear. We're heading out on the road.
That's right.
You know, that kind of thing, right?
That's right. Convoy.
Yeah, convoy and all that stuff.
Oh, that's Convoy, the song.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm having a flashback to my childhood. Was that in the 70s, late 70s?
For sure, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it is a little reminiscent of that. It's a nice song. That's a great
Big
song.
Bear, this is the Rubber Duck.
Yeah, that's right. That's
it's
right.
a rubber duck.
Paul Brandt recovered it in the 90s.
Yes, he did. Yeah, that was great. Nice song. And nice having you here, Steve. We have to wrap it up because we do have that phone call.
Hey,
but
listen, man,
it's been such a pleasure having you here on our show, and you interview so well, and you've got such a great background, and you do so many good things for the community. It's a pleasure.
Well, listen, I mean, there's never enough that can be said about Amherst Island Radio, no matter who's hosting and doing what. But, I mean, between Amherst Island Radio, Pizza, Pie, and Cheese, what you guys do for the community, and, Wayne, I mean, since you've been coming out to Time Out, I've really appreciated getting to know you, and the fact I was dying to come and have a chat with you. This has been awesome.
Yeah,
I'm going to have to head down to that open stage thing.
Yeah, please do.
It's nice to get to know people. This is one great way to get to know people.
Yeah.
My
Doing
bedtime's
interviews.
10 o'clock, though. So, yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
thanks
it's
again,
fantastic.
Steve. So we've
Yeah,
had
listen.
Steve G tonight. He has a CD out. He has a
Maple
single.
Leaf Music.
And it's called, if you just go and, where do you go to find your stuff, Steve?
Maple Leaf Lyrics. If you go to any social search Maple Leaf Lyrics, I do have my own website, mapleleaflyrics.com, my own YouTube channel, Maple Leaf Lyrics on YouTube. And pretty
Now,
much
buddy,
on the
can I
socials.
hire you for a party?
Oh, sure, absolutely.
Yeah. So if you want, anybody wants to get your rates, they just call you up and.
So they're on my website, mapleleaflyrics.com. So again, whether it's solo, I can do a duo, or I do have a band that I put together. I call my band Retirement Plan. We've actually done some work here in the studio last summer. We came in and recorded.
I can see you
some songs,
singing a few weddings, you know, parties, summer parties.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
like campfire parties. Like that.
I've mostly been focused on doing my own stuff, but happy to. But I mean, I love music, and if there's something we can do, and next time I come back, we'll talk more about music healing vets. That's
Okay.
another side, but it's all good.
So we're just
Thanks,
gonna.
Steve.
Thanks.